You're about to witness some amazing attacking chess. Some of the games were from me. I was the one attacking viciously. And in some of the games, I was the one being attacked viciously. Without further ado, let's get some games rolling. All right, we have a 22-48 rated player here, playing with the black or white pieces. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Opponent is going for the Caro-Kann. We're about to have a very interesting game here, as I'm going to be playing the Von Hennig Gambit. So let's see what my opponent knows about this Gambit. The opponent is already saying, what Gambit is this guy playing? Let's ask questions here very quickly. A move like this is one of the way to play. Some people push pawn forward. Some people play a move like this. So opponent captures. Let's simply recapture back. A move like this is one of the most common mistake in this position. I'm not expecting my opponent to make such a mistake, but let's see. Opponent is being very careful. Opponent is knowing, opponent is realizing that, okay, this is kind of an unfamiliar gambit. So how do we go about it? All right, let's go here. Opponent is taking a pause again, thinking, because I have some threats here. I have the threat of just capturing here, which my opponent just missed. What if I just capture here? Opponent captures here, a check here, check here. Sometimes capturing here is better than capturing here immediately. So if I capture here, check, capture here, opponent captures here, capture here. If I capture here, opponent captures here, and then I capture here, that's going to be a fork. And after my opponent responds to it, I can capture here. Okay, so I think I like this move. Let's capture here. I think I prefer this move instead of going here. If opponent captures here, the rook is not a pawn. I can just play a move like this and I should be fine. And if opponent captures here, I'm going to capture here. And after my opponent moves the queen, I'm looking at landing a check here first. If I capture here, yes, that's what I was expecting. That's just a fork. That's just a fork. I'm getting my rook back. If I can land a check here, it's something I'm also looking at. Just trying to trap my opponent's king on the center of the board. If on any gambit, very aggressive gambit. Very aggressive gambit. Wow. Right, let's land the check here first. Opponent has to block that check with the piece. Let's land the check here before we capture here. Alright, let me stop that from happening. See a chaos my opponent is planning. Just trying to stop that from happening. A move like this I also like. I also like this move as well. But I think this one is more forcing. It comes with a tempo on my opponent's queen. And then I can play a move like this and start putting pressure on this piece. Let's go here. Ooh. What about a move like this? What about a move like this? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that attack. Look at that attack. Von Hennig Gambit is crazy. I think a move like this would have been better for my opponent. And opponent resigns. Guys, I love this Gambit so much. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. I played out with 94.4% accuracy. Opponent played with 74% accuracy. I had one brilliant move. Maybe it was the rook sacrifice. Let's see what happened in that game. Okay, I went e4 and my opponent went c6, going for the Caro-Kann. And the Caro-Kann it is. And then I strike my opponent with the Von Hennig Gambit. And straight out of the opening, I realized my opponent was taking time to make their move. Like this move now, they took like 20 something seconds to make the move. And I was, that was like a confidence boost. I castled my king and I launched my knight into the center. And after I move like this, I sacked here, which is the best move. Also capturing here is also good. Lure the king into the square. And after the king moves into the square, then we can capture here, taking advantage of the pin on the pawn. But I decided to capture here, which is equally good. And after the trade, I just capture here, land the check here. That's the best move. And then I grab this piece. And opponent was threatening checkmate in one here, hoping I just miss checkmate. Well, not really checkmate in one, maybe checkmate. Yes, probably checkmate in two. But I'm not missing that. And after my opponent strikes this way, I hit the queen. They move the queen there, not good. I was thinking my opponent will move the queen here, and I was already thinking, how do I respond to this? Ideas of playing moves like this and playing the moves like this is already coming to my mind. But opponent just blundered something. Let's see. Let's see what the best move is in this position. Okay, the engine is looking at e6. That's one move, so that I can play a move like this. Makes sense. Okay, I did not play that, and after I move like this, opponent resigns. I'm threatening. I have check here. Opponent cannot really hold on to this bishop anymore. The only way they can try to is to play moves like this, and maybe I can just capture here. Capturing here doesn't seem to make sense. I can just capture here and ask the queen, go away, evil queen, and opponent resigns. Let's quickly get another game rolling. All right, we have a 22-58 rated player here. Let's go for the French defense. And the French defense it is opponent. Okay, opponent is going for the advanced variation. Let's strike that way. This is all book move. This is all book move. Move like this makes sense. I'm looking at capturing here. And after the trade, landing my knight here. Putting pressure here. Also, a move like this comes to mind. Okay, I see my opponent responding this way and responds to that, putting pressure here. A check here I like, a check there just doesn't seem to do much. Check there doesn't seem to do much. If I go for this check, opponent can block this way. What if I capture here? Okay, I was thinking I have this move already I've played this move already, but not yet. Okay, so what if we go here instead, asking opponent to capture here? All right, let's play this move first. The check here just doesn't really do anything for me, which is why I'm just staying away from the check. I'm looking at playing a move like this, asking my opponent to capture, so I can capture this way. All right, let's go here. Opponent captures, I capture here, and I have a piece looking at this square. Opponent plays a move like this. I'm looking at going here, and if opponent captures here, I capture here. Then I should be considering castling to this part of the board and using this open file for some kind of attack. An opponent might be considering that. Opponent might really be considering this move. Be my guest, be my guest. Although in different defense, if you can castle to both sides, that's really what you want to do instead of this one I'm doing. I'm looking at castling. Why not castling while having my queen close to the action instead of playing a move like this? When I castle, my queen is kind of far from the action. Problem is that how do I get my queen to sit on this square? A move like this comes to mind, putting pressure on this pawn. Okay, opponent captures here. I think that helps me. I think that move helps me because now I can play a move like this. Just castle. Alright. Looks like I see my opponent's plan. Oh shh. Let's say I play a move like this. Opponent captures here, be my guest. Opponent captures here, be my guest. Am I sure of that? Alright, capture here. If I push pawn forward, the opponent has this move. The problem is that my rook is not defended. I'm looking at playing a move like this. My queen save here, so it seems I'm looking at this square. I need to stay away from this file. I'm looking at this move, although for now it doesn't work. I can easily just capture this way, so it doesn't work for now. Trying to force my opponent's hands. Now if opponent plays this move, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I go here, opponent has this check. If I go here, check still happens here. If I go here, opponent still has that check. Or I think I have this move. Crazy position. Opponent still has to decide what they are doing here. This is not your typical French defense, guys. Position is so crazy already. It's crazy. Position is so crazy. It is crazy. I'm looking at playing a move like this. I'm just trying to get my king off the center of the board. But my king is stuck on the center of the board. Wish I could trade queens here. Let's just threatening this. I'm threatening this. A move like this also comes to mind. Wish I could just castle somehow. No castling somehow. Oh my goodness. How do I get this action? How do I connect my rooks? The moment I play a move like this, now I get hit with this move and I just lose my queen. Maybe a move like this, a move like this. Wow, wow, wow. That's a pawn. The pawn is falling. And that's also a pawn. My position is collapsing. I play this French defense so weird and so bad. A move like this comes to mind. Opponent plays this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Resignation should be a few moves away. I'm looking at swinging my other rook over here. I see my opponent playing a move like this. So I'm looking at swinging my other rook over here. Wow, wow, wow. I'm down a pawn, which should not be a problem here. The main problem is my king. My king is so unsafe. How did I not even castle in this French defense I played? How did I not castle? I think I made some opening mistake. I definitely made an opening mistake in this one. Opponent can simply go back and just try to get full of pawns. I can do that. And disconnecting my rooks like this also a nice strategy from my opponent. This looks like a game I am about to lose. Wish opponent would trade the queens, and I have some chances. But with the queen still on the board like this, very difficult position to defend. I see my opponent doubling up on this file, trying to land checks here. I'm looking at playing a move like this then. Opponent has not yet done that. What if I offer a queen trade? At the end of the line, I lose this pawn. The pawn we check. Then not another pawn dropping. Guys, I think this is my only chances. This is my only chance. That's my only chance. Let's try to play it. Let's try to trade the queens. Maybe a move like this makes more sense. Then after the trade, a pawn is hanging here. Oh shh. Let me try to get the rules connected. So that move coming from 5,000 miles. Then is going to hit me this check again. Just have to go back. Hope I'm not getting checkmated. Wow. The check here comes to mind. I just go back. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, getting destroyed. I'm getting destroyed. Crazy stuff. It's literally crazy stuff. Problem here is how do I get my queen? How do I get my other rook in the game? My goodness me. Shh. This is a beat down. I should be resigning. I should be resigning here. The opponent cost me the game. I'm waiting for my opponent to make one move, so I just resign. Let's resign. Let's just GG's from my opponent. Let's quickly see what happened in this game. It was the French defense gone wrong, and straight out of the opening, not too far out of the opening, I got myself into trouble. Opening played with 83.1% accuracy. I played with 75. Let's see what I did wrong in that opening. Opening started with e4, and I decided to go for the French. This is all theory. Where did I deviate from theory? f6 was my biggest blunder. That was already a blunder. Capturing there was not too good, but maybe I should still castle kingside. Maybe I should have castled kingside. Did not. And after this trade, opponent hit me with this pin. What's the best move? Oh, going here was the best move. For a moment, I thought my opponent can play a move like this. I think the engine is just saying justice, just give it up. Just give up the exchange. And now that I'm looking at the position, it makes sense. But opponent landed a check there, capture, and then play this move. The engine wanted me to swing this rook over, and I really wish I had done that. I really wish I had done that, but I did not. And I just wasn't unable to coordinate my rooks. My rooks just did not play throughout the game. Try to bring the rooks into the game. Opponent deliberately just continue to keep the rooks. Continue to keep the rook useless. The rook just continued to be a useless rook, and I had to go back here, and I just had to look for the resign button as the position was already hopeless. Let's get another game rolling. All right, I am playing a candidate master. Wow, amazing stuff. That goes e4. Let's go for the French defense again. Hopefully this French defense doesn't go wrong. So I'm going for the exchange, the advanced variation it is. I'm facing the advanced variation very often this time around. All right, let's go here. We get a win against this candidate master. I'm going to capture here and then play a move like this. Simply inviting my opponent to capture here. Opponent doesn't. A move like this I like. Trying to put pressure here. Doesn't seem to work. Maybe it works. Opponent plays this move. That's bad. After a move like this, opponent might just end up capturing. Alright, let's go here. This is usually a move in the French defense. Isn't that does stop pawn? Or am I missing something? That's a pawn. Opponent willingly giving up the pawn. Oh, is that a pin I should worry about? Have this move, I guess. Breaking the pin. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I am fine. Alright, can capture here makes no sense to me. I'm just going to capture here. Oh, opener can just capture here. Wait, why am I playing like this? What kind of chess am I playing today? Wait, after that move, what was my best move? That was not a pawn I could capture. Or maybe I captured with the wrong knight. If I had captured with this knight, does it changes anything? Wow. Wow, like that. I'm down material. This is crazy. Another French defense gone wrong. What is this? I really need to improve my French defense. Trying to put pressure on these pieces. Opponent just to go capture here. That's a piece. Capturing here comes to mind. Opponent has this move, and maybe I just move away. The threat is to push pawn forward. Opponent sees the threat. If I push pawn forward, opponent just goes here. Doesn't look like I have anything. Let me just grab myself this pawn. Maybe opponent grabs himself this pawn. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing stuff. A move like this, I won't be surprised if I get hit with. I'm looking at playing a move like this and just castling nest. We might get it with this move. Also, I'm looking at playing a move like this, but that's still walking into a pin. I really want to land this check. I really will wish to continue to defend this. Just can't. Move like this, I don't have. If I capture here, opponent wants to capture here. And after I move like this, maybe opponent sacks here with check. Capture, opponent lands a check here. That's oh my goodness me. Crazy stuff. If I play a move like this, what happens? That's a queen. I can't play this. I can't play this. That's also a queen. So what can I really play? Going back here feels sad. If I grab this pawn, opponent can capture this pawn, and I can no longer castle. And let's say I play a move like this, or play a move like this. I love to castle. Opponent is not going to let me castle. Alright, let's grab the pawn. Guys, my king is stuck on the center here of the board a second time again. Wow. Opponent really wants to just capture here. If I play a move like this, which looks really good, opening has this sack, and checkmate might be following it. Checkmate might follow it. Checkmate might follow it. I'm down material here. I do not want to be the one trading queens, but looks like offering a queen trade is something I have to do. It's actually been a while since I play rapid games against players around my level like this. Maybe I'm quite rusty. I'm down with piece, and I wish I have castled. I really wish I have castled, but Net is saying not today. This username, I wanted to say looks familiar. Doesn't look familiar. I've not played the guy before. The sacrifice doesn't work if my bishop is seated here, I guess. If opponent moves his bishop, I'm looking at playing a move like this. Just trying to offer a trade. Maybe they move the bishop here. I'm looking at playing a move like this, offering my opponent a trade. would love to say putting pressure here. That's not really a pressure. That's not really putting pressure here. It's not like I'm going to sack my queen for this. A move like this, is begging for trouble. We can't play. My goodness. I was thinking of maybe some kind of sacrifices where I sack here and then capture the queen. There is no sacrifice like that. Opponent is looking for something explosive here. Opponent sacks the queen. I go here. Opponent lands a check. My king is running, isn't it? Oh, shh. Oh, shh. Opponent might be looking at that move. The guys, opponent might be looking at something very explosive. The reason that move is good. There is a reason that move is good. If I capture here, opponent wants to sack here with check. And after I capture, that's checkmate. Not checkmate. Go here. Check here. Going to run. Let it play out. Can run here. So this is the only option. Love to go here. Also, capturing here comes to mind. What if opponent land is check? It doesn't work. I'm up 5 points of material. If I can give up material, I'll be happy. A check here, my opponent doesn't have. This is under attack. And if I'm able to capture here, it is GG's. Oh, this guy. I just got blown off the board. I can capture here, but that's checkmate. And even if I go here, it's still checkmate. That was amazing from my op. Just amazing. Look at that. Wow. Opponent played with 97.8% accuracy. I played with 78.4. Just a perfect game from my opponent. Perfect game from my opponent. Opponent was just opponent was really strong. Opponent was a very strong player. It was a French defense. I really need to improve on my French defense. I think I got really, yes, capturing there was just bad. I thought that was a pawn. Not really. I should have played a move like this in preparation of capturing this pawn. All right, I'm learning. I really need to improve my French defense. And after a move like this, I hastily captured there, which is just not good as well. And just like that, I'm down a piece, down a full piece. Position crazy. The engine wants me to sack here. The position was already hopeless here. Look at that sacrifice. And then look at that. And just when I was about to say, oh, it doesn't work, opponent strikes with this one. Opponent strikes with that move again. And if I go here, it changes nothing. I just have to capture and get myself checkmated. That was an amazing game from my opponent. If you have made it this far into the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.